Take two. Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. I was having a tech glitch. It was totally user error. Totally user error. My phone was on the lock mode and I tried to turn it sideways for a landscape, and Facebook did not like that at all. So welcome everyone. Welcome to Training Tuesday. We gather every Tuesday in this amazing space of our Facebook group at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And we talk all things marketing and selling for coaches and consultants. If you are not in the Facebook group, what is going on? Come on over to one of the best Facebook groups around. It's called Marketing and Selling for Thought Leaders. We would love to have you with us for all of our workshops and all of our trainings and all of the rich conversation and juicy stuff that happens in this one-of-a-kind Facebook group. So welcome everyone. Welcome. If you're here, please say hello. If you're catching the replay, you know the deal. It's #replay. Today we are continuing our introvert series on selling, and whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, an ambivert, or whatever kind of vert you are, it's all good. These are practical selling tips, selling strategies that are going to help you understand energetically what may be going on with your sales. I'm M. Shannon Hernandez, the joyful marketing strategist for coaches and consultants around the globe, teaching them how to show up in joy and service to their people for their marketing and their selling and make more money. So welcome everyone. If you want to make more money, please put in the comments, I want to make more money. All right. We know that we have gifts. We know that money is energy, and we know that whatever we believe is what we receive. So it is a-okay to want to make money in this world. It is a-okay to want to be paid for your brilliance. Hey, Patience. Hey, Audra. Hey, Melissa. It is a-okay to say, money does good for my soul. Money helps me achieve my goals. I can give back to communities. Like, we are not scared of money, all right? So welcome, everyone. So happy to see you here, so many of you today. We are going to jump in and get started today. So grab your pen, grab your paper. The topic of today's training is this. This is a biggie. Is your self-sufficient nature killing your business and revenue? Is your self-sufficient nature killing your business and revenue? So let's just start by doing a check here. How many of you would rather do it yourself and do it right than ask for help? And I want you to be honest. I want you to give me some hearts, give me some love. Put it in the comments. Like, this is true of so many introverts. We would rather just dig in, get the work done. We know we can rely on ourselves. We know that we work great by ourselves, and we just want to do it ourselves and get it done right. If this is you, let me know. You will not be alone. We're going to talk about the problems with that as you're growing a business, energetically, but also structurally, right? Because we talk here a lot about the energetics of running a successful coaching and consulting business, but we're also going to talk about the structural or the business model for impact. All right. I'm just making a few notes as I go along of things I'm thinking about now that I'm in the flow that I want to talk about, right? Okay. So here's the deal, everyone. There are many ways to do things, and if we are perfectionists, we are halting the growth of our business. We are halting the growth of our bank account. We are halting the growth of our joy because we're taking on just one more little thing, one more, I'll do it. And at the end of the day, guess what? You're tired, you're drained, you didn't get some things done. Most likely those are revenue generating things that you need to be doing, all right? Like your marketing and your selling. And there's so many things that you could give to somebody else This is key to growing a joyful, sustainable business, okay? And there's lots of ways that you can ask for help. We're going to talk about some of those. This does not mean you are lazy. This does not mean that you are less than. Asking for help does not mean you are weak. Asking for help does not mean you do not know, but guess what? You may not know and you may not want to know. We call this staying in your zone of genius, right? I am not doing graphics. Hell no. It doesn't bring me joy. I don't want to do it. You guys would not want to see graphics come from this brand if I was doing them, okay? So I task that out. I do not do my finances. I have an accountant, I have a bookkeeper, I have a CFO, and guess what? I tell them all the time, you guys go talk to each other and figure it out. I'm not talking about this. This does not bring me joy. That's what I pay them for, right? I do not, what else? I like doing most everything else, right? Like I still write my copy. I still plan the marketing strategy. Right now, I'm still doing sales until we get a great salesperson signed on to help us. But yes, patience, hire the experts. Seriously, hire the experts, okay? And don't skimp there. All right, you can, this is for another call, but just to put it in perspective, I always tell my students and clients, I want them doing the $10,000 tasks. That's giving a Facebook Live and asking for the sale. They're speaking to many people at once. The sale comes in, that's a $10,000 task. I want them hosting the sales calls until they get really great at sales and can pass it off. And that means they have to be able to train people, right? So that's a $10,000 task. I want them sitting down and putting out their marketing strategy for 90 days. That's a $10,000 task. I do not want my students doing $50 tasks, $20 tasks, $100 tasks, because every time that you pile those onto you, you are taking yourself out of revenue generating activities, which are $10,000 tasks, all right? So this is a beautiful way for you all to think about, wow, did I just have like an oh shit moment right there? Like, what kind of tasks am I spending my time on? And this should be an eye-opener to you. An absolute eye-opener in the most joyful, magical, scary way. This little piece of this conversation should be having light bulbs go off right now. Okay? And so you've got to ask yourself, like, how do I move from, oh, I got this, to, can you please help me? The first is your mindset for growth. All right. You've got to have the mindset that you can't do it all. You don't want to do it all. And to make this impact that you're wanting to make in the world, you're going to have to hire the experts. You're going to have to get the interns in. Now, interns are tricky, okay, because you're usually working with the interns and you're training. So be careful with that. But you have got to really figure out this piece of, what is the $10,000 tasks that I should be doing as the CEO, as the marketing, as the salesperson, and that's all of you, okay, versus what are the $50 and $100 and $1,000 tasks that I have to get off my plate so I can do more of the $10,000 tasks. That is the only way your business is ever going to grow. That's it. I wish there was another way. I really do. I was coaching with a client this morning and she's tapped out on one-on-one. Her income is capped. She brought me on to get groups going. And guess what? She's scared. She is scared to transition from one-on-one to groups because the money is so good, but she's capped and she wants to make more money. And there's got to be this payoff. There's got to be this payoff, right? So we're getting her a virtual assistant. We're getting her someone to help with her groups. And she's going to be ready to rock and roll and put people into those groups so that she can double her income in the month. All right? You have got to think strategically through this stuff. So if you are somebody that's always like, oh, I got this. This won't take me that long. This was me for so long, right? Oh, it's just 15 minutes. I'll do it. Oh, that'll just take me 1 hour. I'll do it. Before you know, your whole calendar is filled with things that you shouldn't be doing because they're actually not generating revenue for your business. Okay? So how do you ask for support? You open your mouth and you say, I need blank. Can you help me? All right. There's a reason we do a Monday ask in this group every single Monday, right? Oh, I am looking for a VA. This is what I need. Who do you know? Right? We practice the ask. It is so important that you practice the ask. If you have a team already in place, whether that's one person, two people, whatever, and you can't ask them to do more, there's a couple of things going on there. All right. Either you don't have the right team member in place. All right. And that happens sometimes. As the business grows, lines get blurred, things get messy. Or your team member needs to be replaced. Okay, so I have another client and she has a virtual assistant and she's still like working all the time on non-$10,000 tasks. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you making graphics? Why are you building worksheets? Why are you doing this stuff? And she's like, well, I just don't trust that my VA is going to do it the way that I want it done. Now, that could be perfectionism. But in this case, it's not. It's that her VA keeps dropping the ball. Guess what? Time to get a new VA. Time to get a new VA, right? Time to get a virtual assistant that values your business as much as you do. And that's huge. That is so huge. Okay? So, the energetics of this is you can't keep taking on one more thing, and grow a business. Because what happens is you run out of time to market and sell. And now you've got an expensive hobby. Okay, so that, I know, it's a truth bomb, right? The other thing is your business model really needs to support your vision. And believe me, I've switched business models a million times. Nobody even knows it except me and my team. And when I got to slide like someone into a new offering, but I follow my joy. And I switch business models when my income is tapped, when my joy is capped, when I want more time off. I will switch business models. All right. And nobody has to know it. It doesn't have to be this big announcement, but that is like impact, right? That's structurally sound advice that you are following your joy and you are creating a business model that gives you more impact and more income, if those are the things that you desire. Okay. And we just had a beautiful call in my program where we talked about the joy, and is it on one-on-one coaching? Is it on group programs? Is it a blend? Like, why are you forcing yourself to do one-on-one if you don't like it? Why are you doing group if you don't like it? Like, all of that impacts the selling. That was last Tuesday's video. You can find it in the unit section. Like, if you don't even want to buy or deliver what it is you're selling, that's a sign. We got to change it. We've got to get you an offer that you're in love with, right? If this is making sense, say hell yeah in the comments. I want to see your comments today. So this is important, this $10,000 tasks versus everything else, okay? And I also want to say that there are some reasons that you may feel like you can't give off the tasks or delegate, right? Or eliminate. Okay, so let's talk about some of those reasons. So the first one is perfectionism. If you believe that only you can do it right, you're going to be broke in your business. I hate to break it to you. Okay, you don't have enough bandwidth. You need to be working with your clients, not whatever it is that you're doing. That's not that. All right, you need to be hosting sales calls and working with your clients. So perfectionism is overcome by imperfect action and training people, right? So like I just said to Jordan today, Jordan's a virtual assistant on my team. I'm like, you know what? This social media spreadsheet, I have a love-hate relationship and I need your help. I need more help from you. Will you please copy the spreadsheet, get all the things in place from the last workshop and tag me on what you need? It was done. She only needed me on 2 things. That would have taken me 3 hours. I hate it so much. It probably took her 30 minutes, right? That was a smart move for me to make this morning. I didn't want to spend 3 hours doing something that I hated, okay? The other thing that will kill your joy and really slow things down and kill your business and kill your revenue is indecision. All right, indecision. Should I do this or should I do this? So I don't know what comes first. Is it this or this? Or should I offer this or should I offer this? Or I don't know what the price is for this. You guys, indecision is killing you. It's killing your joy. It's killing your business. It's killing everything. It's killing your spirit. It's killing it all. And you know, it takes me 30 minutes to sit down with someone I never met before and listen to them about what they want to offer, put the offer together, price it, and send them out to start selling it. Because that is my superpower. I am not letting anyone in my world who pays me sit in indecision mode. It is a killer of everything, okay? And one of the reasons that I love the work I do around joy and money and the joy money retreats is because this beautiful graphic that this model, this tool that we use, all right, it is so fast to identify where you're in indecision. And indecision kills your spirit, it kills your soul, it kills your revenue, it kills your pizzazz, it kills everything. It kills your flow. Being in indecision, you'll often hear me talk about it. If you're sitting on a fence and one leg's over here and one leg's over here and you don't know what you're doing and it's this wishy-washy, that is so mentally draining, okay? And guess what? I don't have the perfect solution for all of it, but no one in my world should have indecision on their offer, their pricing, what they're calling it, what they're naming it, how many months it is, how many weeks it is, and the payment plan. Because as soon as you meet with me in 30 minutes, you've got that shit, and now it's time to go figure out marketing, messaging, and selling, right? So you guys have to get out of indecision. And guess what? I was in indecision this week, and it was driving me crazy. It's from Thursday until yesterday. I was rolling around some new ideas for the Joy Money Retreat. I was rolling around some new ideas for a TCE program. I was rolling around some new ideas for how I want to show up and be more of a leader in the world of joy and decision making. And I just needed a few days to flesh some stuff out, but I don't stay in indecision for very long. Okay, and when I do, I call someone and say, hey, can you listen to some ideas? I need your input here. Okay, that's a mastermind buddy. It's someone in my program that's been where I've been. It's my coach, whoever, right? Don't stay in indecision. It is a killer of all things, all right? Now, the other trap that people often fall in when they don't want to outsource for whatever reason, okay? We call this in the Joy Money Retreat, this process that I teach, it's called eliminate or delegate, all right? It's this one. It's just faster if I do it. Because if I have to slow down and tell people how to do it, like, that's going to take me double the time. The first time, yes. But if you document it, if you write down the steps, you now have a process that you pass off to people. Right? So we have a rule in our brand is that anytime anyone comes into a position, so new sales position, for example, okay, we'll get them started, get them onboarded, and then part of their job is to build a document, a system, a process for every single thing they do. Now that's smart, right? Because once it's built, all we have to do is tweak it. When we see a hole where something's falling apart, we just go look at where is this falling apart and how can we patch it? Like what needs to happen here, right? Plus I can train people faster with documents, and heaven forbid, If somebody passes away or decides to move on or gets really sick, my team can go pull up the documents and take over. And that actually happened, right? Jordan had some complications in her pregnancy, and all Mary Jo and I had to do is ask her, where's the documents? You take the time you need. We're going to go open the documents and we're going to see what needs to happen. And guess what? This shit wasn't perfect. We didn't give a shit. We just had to get it done, right? So imperfection is killing you, indecision is killing you, and thinking that you can just do it faster right there in the moment is killing you, because we need to leverage your time. And you do that by building out systems and processes, okay? The other one is control freak. Do I have any control freaks in the audience? I'm wondering, who's a control freak? I used to be a control freak. I'm a recovered control freak, right? So control freaks want to control it all. That's what they want. They want it done their way, and it's the only way. And if you're a control freak, guess what? You ain't gonna keep a team around, because team needs autonomy. Your team needs permission to fail. Your team needs permission to succeed beyond you, all right? So this idea of being a control freak, it's not serving you. It's actually keeping you really small. It's keeping your bank account small. It's keeping your business small. It's keeping your mindset small, okay? So you want to really think about these 4 areas when you're having trouble giving up some control. And they're all just very different, and they just require a little different love and care, right? From you first, and your mindset, and really like coming from a place of abundance and growth. So the biggest question that I get a lot, and I've been coaching a lot around this, okay? How do you cut your work hours in half and double your income? How many of you would like that? Like, if you're working 40 hours a week, you go to 20 and you double your income. Now, if your income's 0, not fair, all right? But maybe, like, why work 40 if you're making 0? You might as well work 20 and make 0, right? So we don't want you making $0. We want you making lots of dollars, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 a month. That's what we want for you, if that's what you want for you, all right? So how do you cut your hours in half and double the income? First, you have to do the $10,000 tasks. When you start doing the $10,000 tasks, you will see the $10,000 every month or more in your bank account, and not until then. So if you're avoiding marketing, if you're avoiding selling, if you're avoiding making offers, if you are pretending to be a coach and a consultant, but you're not coaching anyone and you're not consultant, or you're doing it all for free, these are things that need to be addressed. This is my expertise. This is my brilliance. This is my zone of genius and happy place, okay? So you have to understand that working more is not going to get you more money. That's what you were taught as a child. Just work hard and be good with what you got. Be grateful for what you have, right? Just work hard. If you work hard in life, you're going to be fine. Okay, well, guess what? Fine wasn't good enough for me. Whatever that means, right? Whatever that was, I don't want it, all right? And working hard, I'm going to work hard when I work, but I'm going to work smart, okay? And when you work smart and you do the $10,000 tasks and not the $1,000, not the $100, not the $50 and the $20, that's when you will start seeing things change in your business, okay? So I have a client, and well, it's Alan. He won't mind if I tell you, okay? He came to coaching last week, and he said, he just looked sad. He looked upset. He looked tired. He looked drained. I said, Alan, what is going on with you? He said, I'm working. I don't want to work this much. I said, well, what do you want? He said, I want to work 3 days a week, but I'm scared. I'm scared I'm not going to make the money. I'm like, you're working 5 days a week. Like, what's the difference of cutting off 2 days a week? You're not happy. So we implemented a new schedule for him. Would you guys know this was just last week? So he took Friday off. He took Monday off yesterday, and he came today. He said, I feel like a new person. I registered 2 people in my group program, and I know this program's going to sell out. I've still got a month of selling to do. We're about half full, and I just feel like a new person. I'm happy again. Thank you. So those of you who think that you have to wait until you have X amount to have the schedule you want, flip that shit. Flip it on its head right now. Flip it. If you want to work 3 days a week, go pick the 3 days, block off your calendar the other 4. Don't work those days. You will get really good at $10,000 tasks in the 3 days. Okay? Instead of piddling around and doing other stuff over time. All right? And then you're just drained or you're not enjoyed by the end of the week. So if you want to learn more about all of this, we have a free workshop coming up. We kick off June 8th. You can register at mshannonhernandez.com/confidentmarketingws. We're going to take you through a beautiful week of workshop week. We're going to help you with your confident expert bio. We're going to help you with your magnetic offer. We're going to talk about marketing strategy. We're going to talk about your superpowers and how you can work smarter, not harder, and really get ahead in business, all right, and get ahead of your joy. We're going to talk about some story marketing. It is a fantastic week. And you're going to want to grab your seat so you get the action guide. mshannonhernandez.com/confidentmarketingws. Okay, everyone. So if you're here with me still, or if you're catching the replay, can you please drop the biggest aha you had from today's training? What was it that just totally was like, oh, that's an aha. Like, maybe I'll think about that one and do some changing around that. I would love to hear your ahas. I would love to hear, are you spending time on your $10,000 tasks, or are you spending time in other places? Okay. Are you going to let go of perfectionism? Are you going to come out of indecision? Are you going to stop being a control freak? All right. What is it that you're going to take away from today's training to apply so that you can ask for help? You can get the help you need, and you can grow your business, grow your bank account, and grow your joy. I would love to hear that in the comments. I will be back to check in on those comments. And I am looking so forward to going on vacation next week. We do not have a Training Tuesday. Okay. And Training Tuesday will happen June 2nd. I'm going offline. I am going to my joyful place. I am going on vacation. So you all take care. I see some beautiful things coming in to the comments, and I'll be back over in the video to catch those comments and see what your ahas were. All right, everyone. Adios.